Welcome back, you all. Today, you are going to study the physiological factor determine speed. Previously, in this unit, I taught you about the factor determine strength. Let's continue the next point. Physiological factor determine speed. The following are the factor for determining speed. First is muscle composition. In muscle composition, you have 2 points, slow twitch fiber and fast twitch fiber. This is also known as type 1 and type 2 muscle fibers. So first we talk about slow twitch fiber. It generates less power and strength than fast twitch fiber, but they can sustain activity for longer duration. It means a person with slow twitch fiber can sustain the activity for longer duration without getting fatigue. The cells within these muscles excel at clearing waste and using oxygen as a fuel, and within the muscles there is a high density of capillaries which help bring blood to the muscles. During a marathon, you primarily use slow twitch fibers. So this is the important thing in slow twitch fiber. Now we are going to talk about fast twitch muscles fiber. You know that the other name of fast twitch fiber is types 2. These muscles fiber generate more power and strength, but they fatigue much faster and require more time for recovery. There are also 2 types of fast twitch fibers, type 2A and type 2B. Type 2A provide more endurance but produce slightly less strength, and type 2B create the most strength but produce less endurance. So you must know about type 2A and type 2B. When you are playing football, you primarily use fast twitch fiber type 2A and type 2B both. Olympic weightlifters, however, will target type 2B muscles fiber especially. Now come to the next point. Explosive strength. An explosive strength depends on the shape, size and coordination of muscles. For very quick and explosive movement, explosive strength is required. The related proportion of fast twitch fiber and slow twitch fiber determine the maximum possible speed with which the muscles can contract. Speed of contraction does not change significantly with training. It appears to be one of the inborn individuality that really does not seem to improve with training. For example, when world-class sprinter Leroy was in high school, his fastest time in the 100-meter was 10.43 seconds. As an adult, he set the world record with a 9.85 second time, an increase of only 0.58 second, or less than a 6% improvement. That may be a lot in the sprinting world, but we routinely see much greater improvement in distance running than 6%. Next factor that determines speed is flexibility. As you know that the good flexibility allow maximum range of movement and also enable a complete utilization of explosive strength. That's why flexibility is also determine speed. Next point is biochemical reserve and metabolic power. Muscles require more amount of energy and high rate of consumption for maximum speed performance. For this purpose, the store of ATP and CP in the muscles should be enough. If the store is less, the working process of the muscles slow down after a short time. It depends on metabolic rate. So let's talk about the metabolic rate. The term metabolic rate refer to the amount of chemical energy a person free from their body per unit time. A person's metabolic rate is commonly expressed in terms of calories per hour a day. One way to measure someone's metabolic rate is through the use of a spirometer. So you must know the equipment which is used to measure the metabolic rate. The name of the equipment is spirometer, which is a device that measures the rate of oxygen consumption. For every little of oxygen a person breathes, they use about 4.82 calories of energy from glycogen or fat. So these are the factors that determine speed. In next class, I will continue the next factor determine physical fitness. Thank you.